In the last class, we had discussed the methods of calculating the interest on the partner's drawings. That is, when the partners take the amount or withdraw the amount from the business for their personal use, it is called as drawing. And when the partners take the drawing from the partnership firm, and if the provisions are there to charge the interest on the same, accordingly the partners have to be charged the interest on their drawings. When the partners take the drawing can be taken in two methods or in two modes. That is, a fixed amount can be withdrawn at fixed intervals and varying amount can be withdrawn at various or at the different points of times. So in the last class we had discussed how to calculate the interest on the partner's drawings when the drawings are taken at the regular intervals and that too of the same amount. So in the last class I had told you that if the partners take the if the partners withdraws the money or withdraws the same amount of money at regular intervals, in that case we have to apply the average period method. Under the average period method, I did told you the steps to calculate the interest on drawing. That is, first we have to calculate the average period. So in the last class I have told you how to calculate the average period. That is, there may be three situations. That is, the partners may be withdrawing the amount in the beginning of the month, that is first of every month, or the partner may be taking the drawings in the middle of the month, or if the partner may be taking the drawings at the end of the month. So if the partner is taking the drawings on first of every month, the formula to calculate the average period is total period in months plus 1 divided by 2. Then if the partner is taking the drawings in the middle of every month, the formula to calculate the average period is total period in months divided by 2. And if the partner is taking the drawings at the end of every month, the formula to calculate the average period will be total period in months minus 1 divided by 2. So first of all we have to calculate the average period by applying these formulas. The second step is to calculate the total drawings. How to calculate the total drawings? Total drawings has to be calculated by multiplying the amount of drawings and the number of times the partner has taken the drawings. So we will be calculating the total drawings through that method. And lastly we have to calculate the interest on drawings by applying the formula, that is total drawings into rate of interest into average period into 1 by 12. So in the last class we had solved different problems under the average period method. In this class also one more problem we will be taking, and by that we will clearly understand how to calculate the interest on partners' drawings if the drawings are taken at regular period and of same amount. Okay. So there is one problem, so it will be given in notes and after that it will be given in the description also, so you can go through it. So there is a problem, that is Himanshu withdrew rupees 2,500 at the end of each month. The partnership deed provides for charging the interest on drawings at 12% per annum, that is per year. Calculate interest on Himanshu's drawings for the year ending 31st March 2017. That is, here one partner is there, his name is Himanshu. He is withdrawing rupees 2,000 at the end of every month. So rupees 2,500 he is withdrawing, and what is the timing of withdrawal? That is end of every month. End of every month. Then the partnership deed provides for charging the interest on drawings at minus 1 divided by 2. So as you know, there will be 12 months in 1 year. So total period in months is 12 minus 1 divided by 2. It will be 5.5 months. So the average period in this case, that is when the partner takes the drawings at the end of every month, the average period will be 5.5 months. Then step 2 is calculation of total drawings. Calculation of total drawings. Here it is clearly given that every time the partner is withdrawing an amount of 2,500. So total drawings is equal to the amount which the partner has withdrawn every time, that is 2,500 into the number of times he has taken the drawings. Here the partner is taking the drawings at the end of every month. That means he has taken throughout the 12 months. So he has taken 12 times in that particular year. So the number of times the drawings taken is 12. So in this case, the total drawings comes to rupees 30,000. So the total drawings of the partner is 30,000. Okay. So we have calculated the average period. Then we have calculated the total drawings. Now the step 3 is calculation of interest on drawings. Calculation of interest on drawings. And what is the formula to calculate the interest on drawings under this method? So interest on drawings is equal to total drawings into rate of interest into average period into 1/12. So total drawings into rate of interest into average period into 1/12. So everything we have calculated, we have the answer. So total drawings is how much? 30,000 into rate of interest is given as 12% per annum into average period. Average period we have calculated, it is 5.5 months into 1/12. The answer will be rupees 1,650. So partner has taken the drawings at the end of every month, hence the average period comes to 5.5 months. Then he has taken the drawings of amount rupees 2,500. 12 times he has taken in that year. So the total drawings comes to rupees 30,000. Then ultimately we have calculated the interest on drawings, that is with the help of the formula total drawings into rate of interest into average period into 1/12. So total drawings is 30,000, rate of interest is 12%, average period we have calculated as 5.5 months into 1/12. The answer is rupees 1,650. So in this is how we have to calculate the interest on the partner's drawings, provided if the partners have taken the drawings at regular period or and of the same amount. So two conditions, if there are these two conditions, we have to apply the average period method. Okay. So don't forget, remember that if the drawings are taken by the partners at the regular intervals and of the Then if the partner takes the drawings and in the middle of every month, the average period will be 6 months. And if the drawings are taken by the partners at the end of every month, the average period will be 5.5 months. Okay? And likewise, if the partner takes the drawings quarterly, that is in every quarter if the partner takes the drawings. Here also the partner may take the drawing in the beginning of the quarter, or he may take the drawing in the middle of the quarter, and he may take the drawings at the end of the quarter also. If the partner takes the drawings in the beginning of the quarter, the average period will be 7.5 months. If the partner takes the drawings in the middle of every quarter, the average period will be 6 months. And if the partner takes the drawings at the end of every quarter, the average period will be 4.5 months. So let us tabulate here so that we can remember. In case of monthly drawings, if the drawings are taken in the beginning of every month, beginning of each month, average period will be 6.5 months. If the drawings are taken in the middle of every month, then the average period will be 6 months. And if the drawings are taken at the end of every month, end of each month, the average period will be 5.5 months. Okay, in case of monthly drawings. In case of quarterly drawings, if the drawings are taken in the beginning of every quarter, the average period will be 7.5 months. If the drawings are taken in the middle of every quarter, then the average period will be 6 months. Then lastly, if the drawings are taken at the end of each quarter, the average period will be 4.5 months. Okay. So in case of monthly drawings, you have to show how the average period is calculated. In the quarterly drawings, you need not show the calculation of average period. Okay. So this is the chart which clarifies the average period in different point of time. Okay. So this is how we have to calculate the interest under the average period method. That too, if the drawings are taken of the same amount and at the same time interval. Let us see the next situation or next case. Hope you have noted this. That is, now we will learn how the interest on drawings will be calculated when the varying amounts of drawings are taken by the partners at different point of time. at different points of time. Okay. So when the partner takes the drawings of different amount at a different point of time, we have to apply a particular method that is called as product method. Product method we have to apply when the different amounts are taken by the partners at different point of time. So remember in the last case, that is when the partners take the drawings at regular intervals and of the same amount, we have to apply the average period method, which is also called as shortcut method. Now in this case, that is when the different amounts are withdrawn at a different point of time, we have to apply the product method. Under the product method, interest on drawings is calculated on total product at a particular rate of interest for 1 unit of an year, that is 1 month of an year. Okay, so you will get the yearly interest on the drawings of the partners. In this method, first we have to calculate the total product, that is for that we require one table. Okay, so after calculating the total product only, we can calculate the interest. So under the product method, the formula to calculate the interest on drawings is interest on drawings is equal to total drawings into rate of interest into 1 by 12. In this method, we need not calculate the average period, but we cannot calculate the average period. So the total interest on drawings will be total product into rate of interest into 1 by 12. Here total product represent the multiplication of the amount withdrawn by the partners and the outstanding period. Here outstanding period means the time gap between the date of drawing and end of the accounting period. So the time gap between the date on which the partner has taken the drawings and the end of the accounting period will be considered as outstanding period. And when we multiply the amount withdrawn with the outstanding period, that will be the product. So we have to take the total product, then multiply with rate of interest and 1 by 12. So we will get the interest on the partner's drawings. Now we will take an example and thereby we will learn how the calculation of interest on drawings is done under the product method. So there is one problem, that is Yashasvi and Tapasvi are partners in a firm. There are 2 partners in the partnership firm. During the year ended 31st March 2016, Yashasvi makes the drawings as under. There are 2 partners, but only one partner is making the drawings here, and details of that drawing we are given here. So we will take up now. Okay. So here we have given date of drawings and amounts of drawings. Amounts of drawings we are given here. That is on 1/8/2015, he has taken a drawing of ₹5,000. Then on 31st December 2015, he has taken an amount of 10,000 for his personal expenses. Here, while we are applying the product method, in order to calculate the interest on the partner's drawings, we require one table. So we will have that table. So this table will be having 4 columns. That is statement showing calculation of interest on drawings. Calculation of interest on drawings. So first column is date of drawing. The second column is amount of drawings. The third column will be outstanding months. And the fourth column is product. Okay. So date of drawing, that is on the date on which the partner has taken the withdrawal from the firm. Then amount of drawings, then outstanding months, and lastly product. So this is the table we require in order to calculate the interest on partner's drawings. So as I have written here, so you can see the date as well as the amount. So first withdrawal is taken on 1st August 2015. That is of rupees 5,000. Then next he has taken the drawings on 31st December 2015. That is of the amount rupees 10,000. Then third time he has taken the drawings on 31st March 2016 and the amount is rupees 15,000. 15,000 he has taken last time. Now, the next step is to count the outstanding months. So, outstanding months, as I have told you, it is the time gap between the date of drawing and the end of accounting year. So, date of drawing is here and we have been given the date of the accounting year end. That is 31st March 2016. See here, the partner has taken the drawings on 1st of August. And what is the time gap between 1st of August and 31st March? August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So it will be 8 months. So 8 months time gap is there between 1st August to 31st Interest on drawings is equal to total drawings into rate of interest into 1 by 12. So just substitute the values which you have got. So total product. So your total product is 70,000 into rate of interest we are given as 12% per annum into 1 by 12. So the interest on drawings will be rupees 700. Okay. So first we have to study that problem in detail. We have to analyze the problem. After that we have to have a table, that is statement showing the calculation of interest on drawings. So this is a table which we will be drawing, that is date of drawing, amount of drawings, outstanding ones, product. So after all calculation we will get the total product, and after calculating the total product we can calculate the interest on drawing. So with this we have come to know that the interest on HSV's drawings as rupees 700. Okay. So we will take up one more problem. So that problem will also be given in the notes and in description box also. So let us see what is given. Sahana and Sania are partners in a firm. Sahana's drawings for the year 2016-17 are given as under. So there are two partners, Sahana and Sania. Among these two partners, only one partner's drawings are given, that is Sahana's drawings. So first drawing. So here we have been given that accounting year as 2016-17. It means that accounting year starts on 1st April and ends on 31st March 2017. Starts from 1/4/2016 and ends on 31st March 2017. So here the details of Sahana's drawings are given, that is she has withdrawn rupees 4,000 on 1st June 2016. Then rupees 6,000 on 30th September 2016. Then rupees 2,000 on 30th November 2016. Then rupees 3,000 on 1/1/2017, that is on 1st January 2017. Then calculate interest on Sahana's drawings at 8% per annum. The rate of interest is 8% per annum. For the year ending 31st March 2017. Your accounting year is ending on 31st March 2017. Okay, so this is the problem. See here, the drawings are taken on different dates. Here the drawings are not taken in the beginning of the every month or end of the every month or in the middle of every month. So spontaneously, so randomly the drawings are taken here, and that too not of the same amount but of different amount. So in this case you cannot apply the average period method or shortcut method. You have to go for the product method only. Let us see how we can calculate the interest on partners' drawings, in this case applying the product method. So as I have told you, we require the same table, that is statement showing the calculation of interest on drawings with the same columns, that is date of drawing, amount of drawings, outstanding period, then product. The same table we require. 93,000 into rate of interest. Rate of interest we are given as 8% per annum. So it is 8% into 1 by 12. So 93,000 into 8% into 1 by 12, it will be rupees 620. Okay. So the rate of interest will be interest on drawings is total product into rate of interest into 1 by 12. When we substitute the values, the rate of the interest on drawings will be 620 rupees. Okay. Then, as you remember, we had taken under the calculation of interest on drawings, we had taken the first problem, that was Murthy and Patil. So in that problem, what was the problem there? Murthy and Patil are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. Murthy withdraw rupees 4,000 quarterly at the beginning of each quarter. Calculate the interest on drawings at 9% per annum for the year ending 31st March 2017. So that Murthy used to take the amount of rupees 4,000 every time, and that too he used to take it in the beginning of every quarter. That amount of drawing was uniform and the timing was also uniform. Hence in that case we had applied the average period method. But we can apply the product method also. When the time gap is same and the same amount is withdrawn by the partner, we can either apply the product method and the average product or the average period method. So we will see in that case, that is, if the drawings are taken in the same time gap and of the same amount, we will see how the interest will be calculated under the product method. See, we can apply the average period method also, but we will see now how the product method can be applied in that situation. So, we are given that the drawing of the Murthy is 4,000. His drawing is taking the drawings in the beginning of every quarter. Okay. End of the accounting year is 31st March 2017, and the rate of interest we are 1600. It is 900. Okay. So this is how you have to calculate the interest under the interest on partners drawings under the product method. Sorry, it is 1,20,000. So 1,20,000 into 9% into 1/12, that is 900 is the rate of interest on partners drawings. Okay. So remember to count the outstanding ones carefully, because if you make mistake while counting the outstanding ones, entire counting or entire calculation may go wrong. So in that case you may lose 6 marks. Okay. So very important it is, you may get the question for 6 marks. Let us see the next aspect in this topic. See, in the very beginning we had discussed the number of partners in the partnership firm. That is, the minimum number of partners required to start the partnership business is 2. To start any kind of partnership business, we require the minimum number of partners